Conan Exiles is the playground of the gods. From Mitra to Set, Derketo to Yog, most are represented in some way. However, the world's secret puppet master remains obscured from vision, and perhaps may be the driving force for the swelling darkness beneath the crust of the world. Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos. I propose that this outer god is behind much of the happenings in this world, and I'll explain why. Nyarlathotep, spawn of Azathoth, originates from the works of H.P. Lovecraft. One of the most popular entities in the mythos, he's rather unique in that he seems to understand humans and, importantly, how to manipulate and use them. Whereas most gods are indifferent at best, Nyarlathotep can be outright malicious, spreading madness and may one day destroy humanity itself. The messenger of the outer gods, Nyarlathotep holds power over the Dreamlands and the gods of Earth. Importantly, he can take many forms: a dark, mysterious man, a man tall and joyous, a slithering beast, and many more that invoke horror and madness. Some sources suggest he's been present on Earth since before the destruction of Atlantis, which far predates the exiled lands today. So, how does this mysterious messenger of the gods influence Conan Exiles? Our first overt introduction to Nyarlathotep comes in a rather benign form. The shining trapezohedron seems little more than an interesting gem, but it has a far darker history than you may imagine. The shining trapezohedron first appeared in The Haunter of the Dark by H.P. Lovecraft. The gem serves as a window to all of space and time, and by gazing into it one could summon Nyarlathotep as one of his many avatars, the Haunter of the Dark. Created by the creatures on the planet Yuggoth, the gem was carried to Earth by the Old Ones long before the human race, and possession of the gem has passed many groups through history. In the time of the Exiled Lands, it is possessed by the Serpent Men of Volusia, after their kin stole it from the tower on the Isle of Siptar. Despite their attempts to restore their dying race, the Serpent Men began to degenerate in the Well of Skelos. Possessed by revenge, they summoned a presence through the trapezohedron to live within the staff of the Triumvirate, to lead humanity and the Giant Kings to doom. That presence would appear to be Nyarlathotep. The Age of Sorcery saw the rise of Kurak the Wretched, a mysterious sorcerer who had subverted the magic of the Giant Kings to create his own strain of sorcery within the Exiled Lands. Kurak was driven by dark forces, and as Mech peered through the veil of time and space, he saw Kurak commune with a master, a tall and dark man whom Mech could not read. The dark man plotted doom for the Exiled Lands, a ritual to swallow it whole. The exile was sent into Kurak's lair at Mech's behest, where he heard the chants of the sorcerer firsthand.
Kusum Bala!
Kurak calls upon his Dark Master by name, and as his plans fail, he divulges that he has signed the Book of Azathoth to sacrifice his blood and name and gain power in return. However, every action he has taken to spread his vile sorcery seems to have been done at the behest of the world-swallowing ritual, and Kurak himself is likely little more than a puppet, his strings pulled by his Dark Master. Kurak's malign plots and the power he wields, all of that was given for a mysterious dark purpose by Nyarlathotep. The Sacred Hunt saw the Exile tackle the champions of Jebel Sug. Should they discuss the matter with Zil the Wanderer, they will take a separate path, eventually finding the corrupted form of Ghura the Hunter. A former Grand Champion of the Savage Lord of Beasts, he declares Jebel Sug unworthy of him, shedding the embrace of his god. When he is slain by the exile, Ghura says something that evokes a strange memory.
You cannot kill me. You want to gain flesh. I am an idea. The first idea.
The inflection, the meaning, the manner of speaking, It reminds the exile of Kurak's final words, and the words of the outcast, who also seems to know much of the Outer Dark. From the corpse of Ghura, the exile finds the corrupted savage horn, a weapon from a distant land that has been fashioned into a musical instrument, able to play otherworldly sounds, though the corruption renders it useless. The servitors of the outer gods are amorphous, shape-shifting beings that play music for their masters and accompany them on journeys. These creatures are often seen by the side of Nyarlathotep himself, meaning this strange horn could indeed be a musical instrument left behind by Nyarlathotep or one of his servitors. The corruption of Ghura the Hunter, so reminiscent of Kurak and the Outcast, may indeed have been caused by Nyarlathotep. The exiled lands themselves are strange, seemingly disconnected from the real world. One theory is that they are kept within, or are in a different version of, the Dreamlands, a physical realm outside of reality that can be accessed primarily through dreams, but also through physical gates and portals. This is a theory we discussed a little while ago in depth. It's a bit complex, but I think it's possibly quite likely. The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, a story by H.P. Lovecraft, reveals a mysterious figure that holds power and authority over the Dreamlands and the gods of Earth. That strange figure, who attempts to send the book's protagonist to the court of Azathoth, is indeed Nyarlathotep. If the exiled lands are indeed within a Dreamlands-like plane of existence, then the crawling chaos may indeed exert his influence here, too. The Exiled Lands is a hotspot for strange happenings in general. Portals to the void, beasts beyond imagination, centuries of Giant King communion with the Outer Dark, and a vast swathe of eldritch occurrences have riddled these lands with the fingerprints of gods and demons. Whether he was inadvertently brought here by the Serpent Men of Volusia when they stole the Trapezohedron, or whether he's always held dominion over what could be these Dreamlands, Nyarlathotep may indeed be at the core of it all. It seems that no matter where you turn, he is on the fringes, watching, waiting, plotting. Nyarlathotep appears to be behind many of the dark designs and strange happenings in this land, and driven by unknown means, it surely will not be long until the crawling chaos rears his head once more. Many of the topics covered in this video are predicated on some pretty heavy theory work. I'll link some relevant lore videos in the description if you'd like to learn some more about some of the topics covered here. As always, I'd love to hear your input. Nyarlathotep is far from the only Lovecraftian entity whose influence leaks into the world of Conan Exiles, but he most certainly seems to be the author of many plots and events in the Exiled Lands. Thank you for watching, and of course a massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. If you want to see videos early and support the channel directly, consider joining us over on Patreon, link in the description and pinned comment. Take care, and I'll see you soon.